There are really only two things that get me fired up in the morning. One is the smell of a new exhaust as it starts up, and two, iced coffee. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Exotic Agent. Let's go. Now, I've owned the Jeep Gladiator for about 4 months now, and there is almost 4,500 miles on it. I've only put 500 miles on it, and my dad's probably put about 4,000. He absolutely loves it. But today, I want to tell you guys my true, honest opinion about the things that I love about the Jeep Gladiator, and well, some of the things that I don't like about the Jeep Gladiator. For those of you who have been living under a rock, the Jeep Gladiator is basically a Jeep with a truck bed. So it has an extended wheelbase and it has a truck bed right here. Now, some people like the Jeep Gladiator and some people don't, but as you guys look at it more and more, it starts to grow on you. But there are a couple things that I just can't stand that Jeep did with their Gladiator. The first thing that I absolutely can't stand is this is how the Jeep comes. Now, some of you guys may call it a Jeep, some of you may call it a truck. I'm personally gonna call it a truck. Does that look like a truck to you? Do those tires and wheels look like a bad truck? No way, they look really, really sissy. So that's one of the things that I wish Jeep would never really have a base model, which they do with all their other Jeeps, but when you come out with a truck, raise it up a little bit, raise your bar, no base model. The second thing that drives me absolutely nuts with the Jeep Gladiator is something that Jeep has always had an issue with, and that's gas mileage. Anybody who's ever owned a Jeep before is gonna tell you the gas mileage is awful. It's a V6, it should be getting a little bit better than 20.5 miles to the gallon, and that's stock. Just wait until I put rims, tires, front bumper, everything, it weighs it down. I have to re-gear it. Oh my gosh, my gas mileage is out the window. I might as well throw it out the window right now. Here it goes. The third thing about the Jeep Gladiator that absolutely drives me nuts, and owning a media company, a video company, would drive you nuts too, is their lighting system. All of the lights are different colors. Let me show you guys. Some of the people on other videos probably haven't even pointed this out. But this right here is rated at about 32 Kelvin. I know that because I shoot video and I'm very into lighting. So this is about 32 Kelvin, which is about that orange color. This is the same thing, orange color. The interior lights are what we call LED lights, which are about 5,600, but these aren't quite LED. They look like it, but they're in between. So these are definitely different than the front lights. And I know a lot of you guys are going to say, well, these are interior lights, they're not exterior lights. Well, hang on a second, let me prove my point. When we move our way to the back of the bed and I hit the unlock button, these are LED lights, 100% LED lights. So these are 5,600. In the cabin, I'm not sure what degrees they are, but in the front are 32. So why put LED lights inside of the bed of the truck, which lights it up really white at night, but in the front, when your headlights are going, you've got 32 Kelvin. It doesn't make any sense. They make HID lights, so why don't they just put the HID lights here? And finally, the reverse lights. The reverse lights are the same as the headlights. They are not HID, they are that ugly yellow color. Once again, when I put this in reverse, it lights up yellow, but yet right on the other side of this is the truck bed that lights up LED. I don't understand what Jeep was thinking. If you have LED lights, which are the same price, just put them in. Now, I know a lot of you guys think that I'm complaining about the Jeep Gladiator, and you're probably wondering why I bought it. Well, let me tell you this. Those are the only things that I don't like about the Jeep Gladiator. The pros outweigh all of those. The Jeep Gladiator is one of the best trucks. I said it right here on this channel. One of the best trucks you could ever own. Let me tell you some of the positives. Now, the first thing that I absolutely love about the Jeep Gladiator is that all of this is redesigned. In the Jeep Gladiator in 2020, this was all redesigned, but in the other models of Jeep, they were redesigned in about 2019. Now, for those of you that are interested in the Jeep Gladiator, I would highly recommend getting the bigger screen right off the bat. I think it's about $2,000 from the factory, but please, please, please upgrade to this screen. Now, I went with the heated seats, heated steering wheel, and all of that. So this is fully loaded. And the reason that I did that is because I knew that if I didn't do it now, I would totally regret it when I'm off-roading and the seats didn't heat up and I was freezing because I get cold easy. Also, power windows is a must. So please, if you're buying a Jeep, get these. I absolutely love this infotainment center. It's very, very touchy to where it goes to your commands immediately. And I have no complaints whatsoever about the new layout of the interior of the Jeep. Also, while I'm at it, I have to mention that I absolutely love these new shifter knobs. The old ones didn't really fit to your hands as well, but these new ones, I have big hands and these things fit right there, so it feels very beefy and I love it. Sometimes owning a Jeep, people don't maximize their entire space, but Jeep did an amazing job doing that. By lifting this up, you have all of this for you guys who shoot guns or you have anything else that you store. And then you also can pull this tab down here and it comes down and we have a little bit of storage back there for things that you don't want, well, we won't get. And like Jeep has always promised, they've always had upgrades. Everything is so easy to put on, from the shocks, the tires, the rims, to the front bumper, to the hood, to anything you want to do. They have new mirrors, they have new doors. You can put anything you desire on a Jeep, and that is #1 reason why I absolutely love the Jeep community, because it is customizable. You'll never get bored customizing the Jeep. Now, I haven't fully used the truck bed yet because I've only owned it for about 4 months, but having this truck bed is really gonna come in handy. I remember that I was hauling a bunch of stuff in my other Jeep and I just couldn't quite fit it. It just barely didn't fit. But with this Jeep bed, even though it's a little short, it is a plus. I absolutely love it. It's a longer wheelbase, it's a very powerful Jeep, and it's gonna come in handy for when I'm building stuff. The final thing that I absolutely love about the new Jeep, especially the Gladiator, is the driving capability. This thing will go anywhere. It'll take you into any off-terrain, and it actually feels like you're driving a luxury vehicle. Jeep struggled for a long time to try and convert over from the luxury into the rugged truck, but they finally did it. But you have to upgrade a lot of your stuff right out of the factory to get that luxury feel, but they finally did it. And well, I got the Jeep, boys. I know I've been talking about it for such a long time. There's only a few things that I don't like about it, but the pros outweigh the cons, and that's always a good sign. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and until next time, I'll see you later.